Hello and welcome to the FUHSO Insiders podcast, your go-to source for all things FUHSO. I am Mantra and I'm excited to be your host for today's episode. My co-host today is...
An alien from outer space.
Hello, alien from outer space. Are you here to take our resources?
Maybe not.
What the fuck was wrong? If this is your first time listening, this is the FUHSO Insiders podcast, the Monday Scoop series, where we'll talk about everything that has been happening in FUHSO the past week and what we're expecting for the new week. FUHSO is the Federal University of Health Sciences, Otukpo, located in Benue State, Nigeria. So, Sam, how's last week for you?
I thought I said I was an alien.
Okay, alien.
Last week was on another level. Forget that I'm an alien. Like, being a student in FUHSO is...
I never knew FUHSO admitted aliens.
Last week, we had, I believe, for a few days, there was no lights and that thing... God, it was so... How did you deal with it? Like, for me...
Well, in FUHSO, you have to... The light is very necessary, you understand? And if there's no lights, your phone will be off. And FUHSO students, we are literally on our phone. Like, we survive on our phones because that's how information gets passed. I saw a meme sometime that they said, FUHSO students, if your phone off for one day, your mates feel graduates pass you. Yeah, something like that. So imagine like a lot of people's phones were down, the batteries were down because there was no way to charge the phone. There was no lights, and I don't think there's any charging spot around.
I think the issue was that it's a transformer that was in school that sells most of, like, I think Akpachi and Otada in general. The transformer had an issue, or it was like blue or something like that. So for most of us, like especially us in that our hostels are not in town, like Akpachi hostels and that's Metro, Ziggy, Doctor's Hostel and Mao Lodge. We didn't have lights for long time. The guys in town had lights, so they enjoy it well. Like
they were the popping guys.
Yeah, so like I think at some points during the week, you see, if you come to the hostel, you see guys just like going in their numbers, just tripping down to Otukpo town. Like I saw a lot of guys ended up in Dandy Hostel, King's Hostel. Those help like
Deeper Life.
Yeah, did you go to UC shop, the barber shop near the doctor's hostel? Like at some point you see like 5 different or 6 different extensions plugged to his one generator.
Yeah, and during the day when they turn on the gen in school, a lot of people would like, you see extensions plugged to extensions in different halls. And I think hall A, the sockets were not working, so it made it worse. And
guys in libraries, I think they have to make a rule that if you want to plug in library, you have to stay in library because the library has, I think, solar lights. Everybody just trying to... Man, we went through a lot, but...
Yeah, let us know how you survived the week last week without lights. Let us know how you got your phones charged, or if your phone was not charged, what were you up to when there was no lights? Like,
so yeah, I think in the end, I think most people like just made do what they had. A lot of people had like friends with power banks, just and all those resources, going to the shops, going to town, getting your church members to help you charge it for whatever.
As you said, power bank. I just remembered Anna's one of the episodes that Anna was on. She mentioned that one of the most important things you need to have as a student is a power bank. You understand? I don't know if you took it for granted, but now you know that she was right.
Especially this exam period. I don't know if our new students know this, but there's been this running course before every mass exam or just exams in general. How life just becomes very terrible the day before mass exams. So just be prepared and try and make sure that no matter what happens, either you have notes or you're able to use like some sort of source of power just before, because right now we're getting very, very close to that point, but we'll talk more on that later. Yeah.
All right. On what we've seen on the internet for the past week is very scary and very alarming.
I think right now there's supposed to be like heightened tensions, like Israel and between Hamas, Palestine, Gaza, and Israel. It's a lot of things going on right now. Hope for the best, hope for peace, hope for like minimum casualties, and wow, I don't know. Well, it's trending everywhere. A lot of people are seeing hot takes everywhere. People are asking Nigeria to take a stand. And I'm seeing people asking Tinubu to decide on what they will do. They're asking him now. Yeah, it's in the news, but like I don't know. I'm just happy that like there was talk about Nigeria going to war before going to war with Niger, and I'm just now that you're seeing like the casualties. Well, now that we're seeing bodies and results of war, I think it's a reminder of how much we should value peace and the peacetime that we have right now.
Yeah, and also on the internet last week there we saw the news about the bedbug infestation in Paris.
Massive bedbugs. Like, have you ever seen those videos of people on trains and they'll just be like video, and the next thing you know, you just see one crawling insect coming out of the chair. It's so like, I can't even imagine, like, and I know it's spread all over that country right now. Like, it's a massive panic, and it's just
I hate bedbugs
more than anything, because how do you even get rid of them? It's just
Have you ever had any experience with them?
Yeah, like, I think in my old house, like, just we had, it was maddening, because like, I think it was we went to stay somebody's house. I came back, and the next thing you know, it was all over our clothes, like, we in our luggage, and he said entering some rooms, and then like at some point I think I had to pack up, and then like 3 of us were staying, like people 3 rooms had to stay in one room because we were trying to quarantine the other 2 rooms. It was just insane. Like, bedbugs are very irritating.
Yeah, and they spread so fast. They're like everywhere. Maybe just one bedbug, and I don't know. And it's very hard to get rid of them. They've survived. I think they say they are as old as dinosaurs or something.
But yeah, I think that's it for most of what we saw on the internet. At least what we saw when there was light.
Yeah, you couldn't really see much because of the fact that there was no light, and we're not really connected to the outside world last week as much as we would have loved to be. And as announced on the podcast last week, we released the first episode of the FUHSO Insiders Student Spotlight, a video series created by FUHSO Insiders team.
Our insider Flourish had a nice interview with Francis Art, talking about his creative process, and it's really nice. You can check it out on our YouTube and just see the full interview, some artwork created by Francis, and hope you will be able to like and share with all those you think will be useful. We'll be releasing more episodes in due time, I believe, right, Mantra?
Yes, and if you know anyone that will be a great fit for the series, do well to let us know. As we mentioned earlier, the exams are fast approaching.
2 weeks to go, 2 weeks to go till D-Day, 2 weeks to go till exam. I'm wondering when the exam title is going to come out, first of all. But FUHSO will just release whenever they want to release anything. So we'll just look forward to it, prepare well as much as we can, write your tests, read well, and study hard. I think also there's supposed to be a program on Sunday by FUHSO Praise about like academic talk show, talking about like the exams and giving some academic tips and so for success. So I think you guys can keep an eye on that too, if you're interested in other things.
And there's the FUHSO Awards coming up on the 3rd of November.
Yeah, coming up at GRA. It's been promised to like be a lot of like very, very like fun times. There are going to be like fun games, fun performance from artists, and just like going to bring like togetherness among the FUHSO students, because it's been well planned for, and it's also like refreshments, a lot of things. So yeah, it plans out to be a very fun time.
And if you're wondering who that is, keep wondering. I would probably win a Grammy, best rap. Okay, I think that's a wrap. Tomorrow, 10th of October, is World Mental Health Day, and next tomorrow, 11th, is the International Day for the Girl Child. Don't forget to prioritize your hygiene, take care of your mental health, get enough sleep, and prepare well for your exams. Remember to follow us on all of our social media handles, FUHSO Insiders on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, wherever, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out the first episode of the FUHSO Insiders Student Spotlight, where we featured Francis Art, a 200 level medical student who is also an artist. You can find that on our YouTube channel. Do well to like, comment, and subscribe. And that person that you heard his voice, that was Femi.
Okay, so it's me, Femi, and that brings an end to this episode of FUHSO Insiders Monday Scoop today. So I'll sign up with this as usual. Straight out of Otukpo, we're taking our sound to the other side, you see. So my people, till then, till next week, stay curious, stay engaged, and stay creative. And please don't forget, most importantly, stay fly.
Femi Noodles.
Guys, you had that thing.